Hi. I slept a lot during the day, and especially in the morning. And I just like, sitting in the chair, and then you come to. And then I went to bed early. The cat always, makes sure that it's time for bed. He drags me on in here. Okay. So I do, trying to improve myself. And I went to bed like by 11 p.m. and it's 3 hours later. It's 2 in the morning. There you go. Ugh. And I'm lying here thinking, oh no. Thinking and thinking and thinking. Now, I don't know when people really do their life reflections, whether it's a special holiday, the beginning of their year, on their birthday, or other special times for them. Today is my birthday. In about 12:30, in about 15 hours, I officially become 67 years old. And I recently have a problem that I used to have in junior high. This top of my head hurts as if someone hit me with a hammer. I used to have that issue in junior high. And some kid that liked me, and he didn't, how boys don't really know how to tell a girl they like them. He came up with the school book and he thought he was tapping me on the top of the head, and I had that pain. And I grabbed the book from him and smacked him on the side of the head with it. And then I didn't know he liked me. He was tall. He was good looking and everything. I wish I had known. But that hurt. And it hurt extra. I call it my God window. There's this area. If you put your hand up in here, see? That's your God window. It is your pathway to what you call your God, your power source, or whatever. This is what I believe. And I know there are other people that kind of have similar thoughts. A lot of religions have ways that you do things or don't do things. The Jewish men wear yarmulkes on the back of the crown of their head because it separates them from God, and it's being humble. So there must be something to a pathway. Because in church, I don't know about right now, but it used to be that ladies had to wear a hat, and in the Catholic Church, ladies have to wear like a lace scarf type thing on top of their head to separate them. Men used to wear hats all the time, but I call this my God window. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. I have low frequency sounds playing. Usually, sometimes, often, it's the only way I can go to sleep, by listening to certain frequencies. A lot of people like the higher frequencies. I don't. I like the lower frequencies. It resonates with me better. And I know it sounds kind of hippy-dippy to some people. But in my lifetime, I've tried to commit suicide more than once. And one time I came very, very, very close. I was like on the precipice of a tall cliff, about ready to step off. And that's when I saw, or felt really more than saw, after I would leave this body. It's all and it's nothing. It's everything and it's nothing. There's no pain, no heat, no cold. There's nothing that human bodies usually, complain about. There's nothing but just nothingness and everythingness at the same time. It's very hard to explain. So if anyone has a loved one that has just passed, or maybe their dog or cat, or someone in their family, or the best friend who's not long for the world, don't grieve for them. You're grieving for yourself, because they will leave that form, bipedal, carbon-based life form, as known as a human. They will leave that form, and they will just go into the all and everything and nothing. And I know this sounds crazy, but I know there's other people out there that feel this way. When you meditate, if you meditate or learn to meditate, you can find yourself in that state. A lot of people call it out-of-body experience, but it's a feeling that you are part of everything, and we are. It's just we're in this earthly form, but you can find that place of all and nothing, and it feels pretty good. Sorry, my itch. And it really does. It feels great. You're shedding all your pain. Now, I don't want this to be a message for people that are thinking of suicide. That just means, I think, that you've been put in a life situation that you're not being able to handle. There's ways to handle it. Sometimes people don't have any help, or they're blind to the help that's around them. I've been there. And a handful of my YouTube friends pulled me out of really deep depression a few years ago. That's why I try to thank you for being there. Tell you all that I love you, because we don't do that enough. People sit and grouse, and especially with all this political nonsense on TV, hatred can build very fast. Hatred is poisonous. You need to counter that with love. So many things can be alleviated. Sorry. If we put ourselves on the right path, basically, the kindness, goodness, and love. I may have another video later of my birthday. I may not until tomorrow. But I just felt the need to talk about my God window. Upward and onward.